Just want to share some HR tips that I noticed when the young guys come in. Sometimes I don't think they're appropriately addressed for interviews. So I just want to share these tips with you all. The traditional colors are blue and black, and you should wear a dress shirt with a suit jacket if you don't want to wear a suit with a tie. But you always should look professional. Always, the goal is to sell yourself. So you're not only selling yourself, you're selling your skills, and because you want to get that job that you're looking for. You should always arrive 10 or 15 minutes early. That's just telling the employer, the person that's hiring you, you're ready to go. You're dependable, you're flexible, he's the one that you can count on. So if you get there 10 or 15 minutes early, that would allow you to, if you have to go to the bathroom, drink some water, and then come back and you're ready to go. That's a good indicator. Before you go on the interview, you should always research the company. See what the company is about. It's something you might need to ask them hiring manager about what you read on their company website. And always research the job description. You always want to do that because remember, you want to be an asset to the company. So if your skills fit their job description, you want to sell that. You want to drive that home. You want to talk about those skills that you have in reference to the job that you're applying for. Always prepare to ask questions. I would always ask 3 to 5 questions because that's just let the hiring manager know that you're interested in the job. Never walk away not answering questions. And if you have more questions, maybe you can ask them again at the end of the interview when the hiring manager asks you, do you have more questions? You should always make eye contact. To me, a person that don't make eye contact, I can't trust. If you make eye contact, it's a signal. It's like, okay, he appeared to be honest. Let me hire him and see. So that's a good indication. And another thing is, I notice always answer questions that pertains to the job. You're not trying to kick yourself out of a job. You're trying to sell yourself and get the job. So if they ask you questions, always keep it in reference to the job position that you're applying for. And I would keep it as simple as that. So you always want to give a good impression and always allow yourself to follow up after the interview with a phone call or email perhaps. And you can always ask them for a business card, and they may give you one. If not, I was just asked, or they may tell you where you can go on a website. That's where they can be located. Just open up the door as much as possible and give yourself a chance so they can't say no. One of the don'ts, this is why I wanted to do these HR tips, because I noticed the young guys come in, some, not always, with a t-shirt, jeans, sneakers, or athletic wear. You don't want to come like that. You shouldn't. That's not professionalism. That's just saying you have lack of discipline, and you really don't respect the job of yourself. So you don't want to throw that off like that. It's about selling yourself. You should never be late. If you're going to be late, because things do happen, pick up the phone, call the hiring manager, let them know you're running late. If you can't get in contact with the hiring manager, leave a message with the reception. But always try your best to get there as soon as possible. When you let them know that you're going to be late, they know, okay, he's serious. It's just a problem, it's an obstacle right now. So don't let it be an obstacle. And you should always turn your cell phone off. If you can, leave it in your car, or leave it in your pocket, or don't even put it on vibration. Just cut it off, because that's a distraction. To say that your cell phone calls are more important than this job. So remember, the key is to always sell yourself, always prepare. And as far as questions, if you don't have any questions, What I normally do is I don't go in and write down questions that I'm going to ask. What I do is when they talk and they tell me about the job, I derive my questions from based on what they said. So make sure you listen, and when you listen to what they tell you about the job, and you can normally find 3 or 4 or 5 questions from that. So I hope these tips help you to be successful. And remember, be professional, always prepare, always research the company, always be on time. Actually, again, be 10 or 15 minutes on before the time. That will give you a better chance. You be relaxed. You go to the bathroom, get you a drink of water, and just be ready to go when it's time for them to interview you. Good luck.